God, it's a beautiful day. Glad I got that fuel tank with some fuel in it. Makes the truck ride a hell of a lot better. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing greased up, fueled up, and then fire it up to warm up, and then we'll go over what we got going on in this project. It is just a beautiful day out here. Okay, so I got the machine fueled up, greased up, ready to go. It kind of scared me a little bit. It ran a little rough this morning. I'm wondering if it's just because it got down below 30 last night. I'm thinking so. It's idling fine now. So what have we got going on here? This is a two-pronged project that we got going on. First is, I don't know if a lot of other people's areas are like this area, but this area, buildings were built first, drainage was thought about second. That's if drainage was thought about at all. When we came out here and I looked at this because they wanted to come off this barn with their paddocks, it's like, well, you got a huge drainage problem first. And I'm trying to stand back away so that a fella can see just what the heck they got going on here. Now I'm holding the camera dang near perfectly level to myself, and the hill goes like this to this building, and then it comes down this side. So one of the things he's noticed, he's only owned the place for a tiny little bit, is that they get a big pond right in front of the track steer there. And of course they don't want their animals standing in that, because all it does is it just makes the dirt go away. So the first thing I got to do is I got to come in here and skim all the sod and topsoil off of everything and figure out, and then take the laser and start running through here and figuring out some grades, even though I can see what needs to be done. There's a hump right here. It's humped up. It comes from around that building right there, and it comes from around their house, and then it drains off this way, probably into their basement. But it comes around there. And after many years of these being horse paddocks, the horses have made this the lowest spot. Same with this patch over here. If I had to guess, I'd say there was a round pen set up right there, because it's lower than everything else around it too. So what the water is doing is it comes from around this building, it hits this hump, backs up, and then comes over into here, and then it comes right up against their building, forms a pond before it can break over the next rise where the track steer is at and come out here and head off into the wild blue yonder. So what I'm going to do today, because we're waiting on supply chain issues for the geotextile that we're going to put down underneath their footing, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to strip the sod off all this, and I'm going to get the drainage situation figured out first. I'm going to strip this sod off here, take it out there and put it in the field somewhere. And then I'm going to take this hump, I'm going to work this whole area over to where the water will come down, but before it even gets close to this building, it's encouraged to come this way. And this whole big hump right here is going to go away. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to take it down to where the water comes out from around this building, and it just comes right this direction instead of going off towards this building. And that's going to be the extent of my day here. There's quite a bit of dirt there to move doing that. Well, I got the sod pile scraped up and moved out. There's still a little bit left behind, but I don't think it's gonna be really enough to hurt anything. Like I said, I just wanted to get it scraped off there enough to where I could start getting, or down below it, so I could start getting some decent measurements with the laser. My next chore, I gotta come up here and do some grading up here. I gotta scrape the sod off up here as well, because one of the parts of this particular project is that we got to come in here and put in footing and geotextile in this area and get this sloped to where the water doesn't come running towards the building. It kind of does right now. So I got to come up here and get all this sod scraped out, and then all this icky, nasty, mucky, gucky crap. And there was just a bunch of guys, you know, him and I, because he's got a bunch of stuff scraped up right there. The two of us were talking about it pretty hardcore. It's like people, some folk don't think that, you know, they need to clean the poopy up. Now this right here is all poopy. This isn't dirt. It's all poop. It's all dookie butter. And it's made a drainage problem for this building. So, oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna come out to right about, I think, in here, in this line. And I scrape all this sod off. And scrape all this out, get all this cleaned out, get this cleaned out in here. And then I'm probably gonna end up doing, I'll give me a real good place to start as far as getting the drainage figured out here. I can't remember where he said the property line is. I think the property line's right in here. It goes that way. I might have enough room to come around the back here and get some drainage going, getting it to where the water wants to run around this building. I don't really like the idea of trying to get it all to go that way. I'd really like to get this stuff to come down, get a little swale going here, go that way, and then this stuff over here kind of come up against it and go out around the building yonder. That's what I really like to do, but we'll see if we can make that happen or not. I think we can, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. The world's all messed up. you.